Being on the road strips everything down. No familiar comfort, no crowd on your side, just preparation and the standard that's been set since the first day of training camp. After a bounce-back win in San Diego, the boys are back on the road for Week 9. Coming up against a red-hot Rochester, it's about staying locked in, even when things get uncomfortable.
I'm freezing.
On nights like this, discipline determines whether you stay in the fight or let it slip away.
We'll talk more, we can start thinking about it, okay? Discipline here tonight. Keep this game 5-on-5 is a big key, and that's going to be our focus in all areas, all right? So you guys get warm, get ready.
Welcome to the Saturday Showdown live from Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. Toronto comes to town tonight to take on red-hot Rochester.
Discipline doesn't just mean staying out of the penalty box, right? There's discipline in our defensive systems, discipline in our offensive tendencies, right?
Don't have much, boys. Tonight's our night. It's about us. Go and take it. Rock on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And here we go. We are underway in Rochester, New York.
I know from the defensive side, it was where we want to see the shots, who we want to have the ball, how we want to play certain players and certain parts of the game of how we want to play.
The near corner, feeds it up top. The shot, he scores! Lansbury to Fields. Fields from way outside, he scores! And Lansbury connects for the Nighthawks. To Fields, shooting, he scores! Feeds it in front, picked up, he scores! Ryan Smith. And Rochester will take a 4-goal lead into halftime.
It's funny, I don't actually look at the scoreboard, so until we were looking at highlights or whatever, I didn't really notice the score. We all felt it was a close game. There was just a couple bad breaks or whatever, but we kind of stayed to our systems and didn't kind of veer off to our game plan.
Credit this Toronto Rock defense. They've been playing these shooters tough for Rochester. Toronto is just not letting Rochester be effective off ball. As Kirsch just trying to take some time off of this penalty kill.
Fed over the shot, he scores. Mark Matthews. Matthews, drop pass. The shot, he scores. As Craig connects from distance at 6-4.
So now let's see how Rochester responds to this.
Probably a play that's happened hundreds of times in my career and kind of flew through the air.
The shot, he scores, and that's a response. And now you got a response from the defense. And Nick Rose is down in the crease.
In my mind, it's just, I might have to go in here.
Nick Rose took the worst of that as their trainer's going to come off the bench.
When you figure out you're going in, it's just kind of do a job. That's the reality of the backup position, is you can kind of get sprung into action at any time.
It was almost like a reset for us, and Troy came in early and got contested.
To McConvey, swim move in on goal, and the save made. So the first shot, first save.
I think that just energized the back end.
Hiltz in on goal, he scores! Bushi spinning around, has it behind the net, the dunk attempt, he scores! Williams turning around, and that's kicked away. Kelleher shooting, he scores! English with an opportunity to tie it, he scores! We are all tied up. Back to Rogers, over now to Hilt, shooting, he scores! And Toronto in the lead. Williams flips it in front, the turnaround shot, the follow-up, he scores! Back away come the Nighthawks, and it's taken away. Hilt scores, we're tied again! Matthews in on goal, he scores! And Toronto has taken the lead.
Some find discipline along the way. Others have carried it with them their entire lives. Andrew English built his career on it. 7 seasons in the CFL doesn't happen by chance. That mindset didn't stop when his playing career ended. It carried into his family, into how he raised his sons, and now into the Rock locker room as the team's new strength and conditioning coach.
Growing up, I always wanted to play professional sport. All the way up until high school, soccer was my love. And when I got to high school, everyone was playing football, and that was our high school's big sport. So finally in grade 10, I got enough courage to go up for the football team. My first year, I think I had, 11 catches for 11 touchdowns just because I was so afraid of getting tackled. One thing led to another with that, and I had opportunities to play university football at UBC. At the end of my fourth year, I got invited to the CFL evaluation camp. It was at that time that I trained like I'd never trained before, had a great evaluation camp, and after that, I got drafted quite high by the BC Lions. As a rookie, I was ready to pack my bags to go home. I didn't think there was a chance. I remember one practice, one of the starting receivers went down and they were looking for someone to jump in. And for some reason, I saw myself and found my helmet, ran as quick as I could to go get into the huddle. And before you know it, I was running with the first team at training camp. It was a broken play and Damon Allen was the quarterback. And I just ran down the field and turned around and the ball was in the air. And I jumped up and made an amazing catch. And then, crazy enough, the second practice of the day, the exact same thing happened. If I look back, without a doubt, it was those two plays that allowed me to have a 7-year career in the CFL. And I always tell the boys, like, you never know where that opportunity is. Moving into Burlington when I was playing with the Ticats, and my wife's quite an athlete herself, and Kim went to go sign them up for soccer, and she said, in Burlington, the only sport that they can start when they're 2.5 years old is lacrosse. As they got older, lacrosse started becoming more of a passion for them. And I liked that because I felt useless helping them on skates, but with dry land training and footwork, I started seeing the similarities in football movement and soccer movement and lacrosse.
Growing up, most of our workout sessions or our training sessions were football related. It was all footwork and one-on-ones and wide receiver DB work. And I think that really helped me develop as a lacrosse player and being able to get open and be deceptive and kind of make a guy miss.
With an opportunity to tie it, he scores! We are all tied up.
With the second selection of the 2025 entry draft, the Toronto Rock select Ty English, University of North Carolina, Oakville Rock.
I'm excited for Ty to get in the NLL and for Brooks' season this year, and Sawyer now who's playing divisional lacrosse as well. Like, I'm fired up for them, and we've had kind of the same kind of path playing lacrosse and playing for the similar people, and especially as I'm living it right now, just knowing that he's going to get to do the same thing next year, I'm excited to be a part of that.
Where they've come and gone and the things that they've accomplished over the years, it just amazes me, and it was so insane for them to be drafted to the same place, same pick. It's unbelievable for me to be a part of that. This whole ride with lacrosse has just been so fun for my wife and I.
High as you can. Now, the first couple of us take it easy. We don't know what we got right now, so just like, I'm gonna stand over top. I'll catch it and then I'll just hand it to you. So head down here and then back.
I've known the dogs for a number of years as my kids have been pursuing the sport of lacrosse a lot more seriously, and I've been able to help them out. I've been getting a lot of interest from a lot of the local professionals. When Jamie asked me to potentially come on as a strength and conditioning coach, I was a little bit unsure in that with my experience, it's a lot of work if you're going to do it right. Every guy is different, but I said, this is too good of an opportunity to give up. I'm so blessed to have the chance to train the guys, be with my son, and be with a great organization like the Toronto Rock.
I'll get sometimes like, dude, your dad's pushing us too hard in warm-ups, or times when, I don't know, I'm like, Dad, come on, like this warm-up's going too long, or whatever it may be. But it's been awesome to have him here with me, especially me going, like, this is my first year doing it, and it's his first year doing it, so we're kind of bouncing off each other and kind of figuring it out together.
We'll give both him and Sam the gears a little bit about being father and son, but he's all business when he's around the team.
He's taught me a lot of little things along the way, and as well as other guys who aren't too familiar with the gym and their body. And this management has done a good job with finding little tweaks here and there to make this team better.
It pushes you. It wants the best out of you. Can't complain about that. Everything's for the better.
The Toronto Rock are getting set to host the Georgia Swarm. Action starts at 7 p.m. this Saturday night. Toronto Rock father-son duo Andrew English and Sam English from Burlington join us this morning. What do we know about the Georgia Swarm?
they're a good team. They're young as well, similar to what we are. They got a bunch of rookies who are playing really well right now, and then their best player is one of the best players that's ever played the game in Lyle Thompson. So they're playing really good lacrosse right now. They had a big win last weekend, as did we, and so it'll be good to get into TD to play against them.
Still play, couldn't
I want to. Getting back down here on
You never played lacrosse though, right?
No, but it's like the perfect combination of my skill set.
Game day, my focus is to get them ready for the opening face-off, and I try and get them through a good mobilization and lead them into a gradual, progressive, intense movements.
Let's do this. Ready? Oh yeah. Okay, big karaoke.
I want these guys warm to the point that they are going full speed before the game so they can feel if they're there.
Quick feet. Okay, when I say go, you're gonna give me a 10-yard sprint.
You don't want to wait for the first sprint of the day to happen during the game and realize you're not ready. And that's my focus, is to get them there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Returning home to face the Georgia Swarm, the Rock come out with a sharpened edge.
Rogers. Back up top, trying the dunk shot, it's in! 3 power play goals for Owen Hiltz. Down floor, McIntosh. Polachuk makes the save, trailing shot goes in from Jeff Henrik. Pick and roll with Rogers, who scores! And we're headed to overtime.
As a reminder of how thin the margins are in this league, the Swarm escaped TD Coliseum with an overtime win.
Ever dangerous Lyle Thompson, who ends it.
However, discipline doesn't fluctuate with outcomes. It holds steady. Stay true to your conditioning and prepare for the next opponent.